15 years. So we are going to start this series on AIML end to end from today, and you will have a playlist for this, and you can learn on the go. And we want to serve you end to end, and we'll go very deep. First, we do breadth first search, we go broader, and then we go deep into AIML. Okay, so our teacher is going to introduce, and we both first will be defining the particular concept, and then we'll in future sessions, then we'll go and show you use case also. But here, first, let us understand the concepts. And today we are going to learn what is data science. Yeah, over to you.
So so myself Karkwel Raja. So I have completed my BTech in the computer science and engineering and my MTech in data science. So I've done over 70 plus projects in the data science. So the field is very interesting for me. So this is all about me, and I'm looking eagerly to make you guys to learn about this things. Yeah. So data science and AI. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
let's start, guys. So this
Yeah.
journey is going to be very exciting. So this is our first session for AIML, and there will be series of lot of sessions. So for this complete year, we are going to conduct this program, and it is a very deep program. So it is going to give you lot of depth, understanding, and there would be immense value. So kindly subscribe our social media channels and stay in connected and write your questions. If you have any questions, if you don't understand anything, we'll answer, and stay connected and keep learning.
Yeah. So can we start the
Yeah,
session?
yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
So what is
So
data science? Yeah, let's
yeah,
go deep into it.
sure. So guys, so first we're gonna see what is data science. So data science is a field. It is a interdisciplinary field. It is a combination of different fields. The major concept of data science is deriving the insight from the data. So how we gonna represent the data? What are the inference we are gonna get from the data? So this is all about what is data science. But it depends on different stage. We need to collect the data and we need to analyze the data, and we how we gonna interpret the data, majorly the visualization. So this is all about the field of data science. And you guys know, so now there is nothing without data. So from the social media we are having, from the everything, so from social media we are using, and every day we are using ebooks, and then we are getting some news, e-news. So everything has a data. So this data science has a vast range of implementation and use. So getting insight from the data is what about data science.
Yeah.
So
So
over
let
to
me
you.
add to this. Well said and very well defined by our co-panelist. And so, what is data science? So, whenever you see any word like data and science, first let us split it. Data. Uh, okay, what is the difference between data and information? So, as rightly said by Kanakraj, right?
Karkavel Rajan sir. Yeah.
Correct, where Raj. Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
call you Raj. So it's
Yeah, sure.
so as rightly said by Raj. So uh, we have to drive insights, but so whenever you see any term, you have to split that term into pieces and understand the syllable meaning of that. So data is data can be raw data, it can be unorganized, organized, it can be any form, video, numbers, pictures, anything can be data. Okay, but then we have to drive information which is insight from that data, and there is a science to drive those insights from the data. That is why it is called data science. So data is we drive information and insights from it, we build models and stuff, but there is a science, and that science we are going to learn, that what is that science, how to apply, what are those concepts, so that we drive insights from the data. Yes, right, Raj?
Yeah, that's actually great explanation. So whenever we have a word, we need to split it so that we can get a in-depth understanding of each and every word. That's great, great, sir. Yeah. So yeah, that's about what is data science. Yeah.
So whenever we get data, so first we collect data, whether it can be primary, secondary research, or it is already you do surveys or any form of data. Okay. So once you collect it, then you classify, you make into different classification, you clean it, and then you create, you do a lot of science on it. That's why it is called data science. So you have to do scientific, you have to apply different scientific methods, which we will be learning in future sessions. So then you have to drive meaning, insights, and build models accordingly, which after that, what will happen when you build models, there you need to use AI and ML or deep learning. But this is the base.
Yeah, actually,
Let's
that's
yeah.
great. So yeah. So the thing is like um the data is of vast range. So we need to find a way how we can get the inference to everyone. So there are like a bunch of data. It can be a structure or unstructured anything. So we should have a way in order to like Sarah easily explained. It has to be converted to a structured format. So we need to clean that, and we're gonna apply different models like AIML. Those everything is gonna be a model so that we can obtain the inference from it. Yeah, that's it. Over to
Absolutely.
you.
So let's move to the next slide and let us describe deeply what is data science, definition and scope of data science. Yeah, Raj, over to
Yeah,
you. You can.
yeah, sure. So, what is data science? As we have already mentioned, so data science is an interdisciplinary field. It cannot act as a single domain. It is an interdisciplinary field where it has statistics, mathematics, computer science, and domain-specific knowledge to derive the insight from the data. So, this is what about data science. Data science cannot. It is not a standalone. Whenever you learn a data science, you're gonna apply to different field. This data science is gonna be working for medical field, semiconductor field, healthcare, everywhere. Okay, so that is what is data science. Yes, sir. Over to you.
So yeah, data science as it is an interdisciplinary field because it has multiple fields because data is into multiple fields. It can be in science, technology, healthcare, any form of data, NASA, ISRO, anybody getting data, the space pictures, the graphics, it can it's there is I think infinite number of data would be there. Different kinds of data and different kinds of domain. It would be domain specific. It would be like different industries have different meanings for their data and stuff, and we have to extract that. First we need to collect and then we have to get the insights from that data and build knowledge, which will be called information. So initially data is not information, guys. So once you apply science on it, data science on it, then it becomes information. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great point, sir. Actually, like whenever we apply a science onto data, it becomes an information. Where the raw data and we convert it to information, then only we can get the inference from it. That's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So usually people see any form of data, they don't understand because no, they don't know how to apply science on it, which we are going to learn in the future. So let's keep learning
yeah,
deeply.
yeah,
Keep your
yeah.
attention
So
here and let us keep learning, guys.
yeah, as an example, like whenever we guys doesn't know medicine, no. So whenever the X-ray is given to us, we doesn't know anything. So when we have a labels and when we have apply the AIML those things, we know whether the person is like have a good health or a bad health. So it's gonna be very interesting for us. That's great.
And on top of that, I got an idea. So once you get the data, you also need a domain expert who will explain you as a data scientist. You need to have a domain expert for that specific industry so that you understand the nitty-gritties and the metadata and the meaning of that data so that you can get right insights. It's not that you are going to work alone as a data scientist. You have to work with the domain experts so that you have right kind of insights. One is insights, the other one is right kind of insights, because each insight will have a metadata to it, which you have to understand from a domain expert.
Okay. Yeah. On top of it, like if there is no domain expert, we doesn't know anything. If X-ray is given to us, we will say the person is falling ill. So we doesn't know anything. So whenever we train the model also like a baby for us, like us. So it is like a baby. Whenever we train, we need to train in a manner that it can understand. So yeah, actually, domain expert is a major thing that we need in data science. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the key skills you require is essential data science skills, including programming, statistical reasoning, machine learning, data visualization, and abilities to communicate findings effectively. As a data scientist, your job is to understand from end to end data science, collecting, classifying, cleaning, and building models and driving insights and giving it to a AI researcher or a machine learning engineer or a AI engineer to build models. And you can also work, so as a data scientist, if you are a data scientist, then you need to have the skill. Simultaneously, if you are an AI engineer, you need to have the skill. If you are a machine learning engineer, you need to have the skill. If you are an AI researcher, you need to have the skill, because you have to work with data scientists, or maybe you have to develop from scratch and you have to build models from scratch sometimes. So that is why this is very crucial subject and domain. So you have to learn data scientist as a fundamental and a foundational ground for your career in AIML.
Yeah, as you are mentioning, these things, guys, you guys are gonna learn from us everything, from
Everything you are
programming,
going to
like
learn from us live this way. So it
yeah,
is not a mono thing, mono communication. This will be a dialogue thing. When Raj will say something, I'll add, and if I make mistake, he can correct me. So there is no someone is superior here. It's a kind of debate, and it's kind of brainstorming through learning through creative way. This is our unique way. Usually you won't see this kind of discussion and this kind of learning, and we'll bring our personal experience and real life and examples and different methods to make you understand end to end AI/ML deeply.
sure, sure. Like it's gonna be very interesting for you guys. Yeah, as we are mentioning, these are the key skills that you guys are gonna learn in a different manner. I'm sure. So, like for programming, most commonly we will be using some specific programming like R or Python. Most commonly Python. So, on statistics, it's like a backbone. For a data science, statistics is a backbone. So what to say, like it can be like creating from a distribution kind of thing, and how the distribution works, what is the statistical knowledge about the data, like those things. And machine learning, like AIML, like those things for building the model. Whereas for data visualization, guys, this is what the important thing, where we gonna visualize the data so that the client can understand. So once we complete the course, like once we complete everything, every module, we have an understanding of data, how the data looks. But for a client, in order to make the client understand, you need to specify what kind of visualization can the client can understand. That's a major thing. And
Right.
finally,
True.
the ability to, yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
go ahead, sir.
Continue. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the final thing, the ability to communicate the findings effectively. So here comes my experience. So, actually, in my one of my company, I asked for GPU. I don't know how many of you guys know about GPU. You all guys know about CPU, then it's fine. Now I say it is like 10 times of CPU. That's a GPU. Okay. Now there comes a problem. In my company, I asked for a GPU to train the model. They said, no, why you require that? So I'm saying that in order to run a deep learning model, I need a GPU. No. You just take 10 to 20 CPU and then work on it. In order to convince them and in order to portray them what I need, what specific application, those things it took me nearly 3 to 4 months.
Uh,
I need to create a document kind of thing. What is my problem? What is the data set? What are the approaches I gonna do? What is the model I gonna build? And then they are not able to, and since they are not able to accept that, they said go for the cloud based. And I said, okay, I will go for the cloud based, but data will be not secure. So then only
right.
once I said that, they become okay. Okay, so data is a major thing for us. Okay, we will get you GPU. So finally I got T4. I think it's like a base GPU. Guys,
Right.
as we are going further, we can understand about what
Yeah.
is GPU. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
this ability to communicate the findings, it's an important thing. Yes, sir.
Important
Can you
thing
add on?
because when Raj was able to communicate the findings, he needed something. Similarly, you will have n number of problems wherein you have to communicate effectively, precisely, specifically, making the uh, whether it is a domain expert or cross-functional operations or management, you have or clients, you have to be very specific in communication. That's a core area, so that then and only whatever you have done, you it will make sense. Otherwise, whatever insights you got, whatever findings you got, if you are not able to communicate properly, then there is no use. Let's move to the
Yeah.
next slide.
That's the thing. Yeah. So here we are having one more thing, like a broader scope. What is a broader thing of data science? So from, as Sar mentioned, first slide itself, it starts from data collection, pre-processing, analysis, modeling, and deployment. So this is what the entire flow gonna be, and we're gonna touch each and everything. I think in the next slides. Yeah.
And we'll have
So
use
anything?
cases, guys, in future sessions. So you will get to know, we'll apply these concepts live, and you will get to know that how it is done. So let us understand concepts first, and then simultaneously in future sessions, we'll be going in application also.
So we move on to the next slide. Okay. So next is importance of data science. So, as we are mentioning, the data science is not a like a separate domain. It's gonna be impactful for different domain, like every domain. I will say, from my experience, I will say every domain. So it has a greater business impact, and it can make us to create a decision in an informed decision we can make, and some kind of innovations we can do. Yes, sir. Over to you. Yeah.
Yeah. So business impact, like data science drives business growth, okay? And definitely, because once you understand data science, once you understand data, then you can make future decisions. It can become a forecast for your decision making, okay? So data science, stat, all these methods, all these uh, uh, science, which I'll call, helps you make decisions and make improve the operational efficiency, optimize your functions, optimize your work and the applications and whatever service and products you're making. So it is going to have a huge business impact.
Yeah, that's great. So consider this is a scenario. We are having a business and where we are having a four teams, and they are giving a kind of a profit. Okay, so we consider we are having a team A, team B, like that. We are having C and D. When in order to get 100% profit, they are just working together. Okay, so we are getting an insight from them. Like team A is working, like their profit onto the company is 30%, whereas team B is 30%, and then the remaining team is 20%. Now they are getting an full outcome of 100%, and with this data we can able to find for the next month we are getting somewhat 90% of accuracy. Then there is some mistake, there is some inability of work or some additional works, or there will be some leave. So these kind of things that is happening in the background, which we can easily able to get from the data itself. So this
Right.
is what the business impact we are having. So
Right.
yeah, yes, sir.
So then the informed decision. So we'll have decision based on data. So you approach a client or a management team. So you will say that it is not my idea, but it is driven by data. So when you have those skills, and then you enable to make more informed decisions, you have evidence based for decisions, why you are making that decision, and why you are saying something is backed by data, and that's why it is informed decisions. So and it reduce risk. It also maximize the minimize the risk and maximize the opportunities, because it is based on and data should not be biased or underfit or overfit. You will learn in future, but your data should be from the right source. That point is very important. Then and only you will make right decision, informed decision, and you will have impact on business. If it is biased, underfit, overfit, then your decisions might not be good, and it might not be well for your business or whatever product and service.
Yeah, that's great. So actually, the informed decision, I will put it in the simple words like, so I'm saying that like we are having a week has 7 days, right? So like start from a Sunday, okay? Sunday is raining, Monday is not raining, and Tuesday there is a rain, and Wednesday there is no rain, and Thursday there is a rain. Then what will be on Friday? So based on the information we are having, no alternative days we are having rain. So the previous day there is no rain. So the next day is gonna be rain. So based on the previous information, we are able to predict what will happen in the next day, which is like informed decision. We are not randomly saying it's gonna be rain. We are saying based on the information and insight that we are having, we are just projecting. So this is what sir is saying. It will minimize the risk and maximize the opportunity, and also it will give the decision in a manner of insight that we are having. So yeah, sir, over to you.
That's so then innovation. Then obviously when you are driving decision based on the data, like you take 10 years data and then you try to find insights, and you try to build models, definitely that would be an innovation. So that once you apply, so applying data science techniques to lead innovative solutions. So whatever problems you faced in 10 years or 5 years with the clients, you have a wealth of knowledge there. So if you know data science, then you apply those techniques and you drive solution for the problems. You create new market, new products, new services, and you have a competitive advantage in the market, and you're always relevant.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So like I will give an example for this innovation. Okay, so we are having an agriculture field, right? So different state will get rain in different time. Okay, consider that we are having any one state A we will call. Okay, that is a rain in a month. So the crops which are yielded or sold becomes vaster. So they doesn't get any price or any amount from that, any money. So they are doing in that month, and the result, or they are not able to get any money due to the rain. Okay, so we are able to predict that. So what happens means the next year they will not do any kind of harvesting or sowing like those things. So what we are doing means it will create an innovation kind of thing where we are just suppressing the things which will not happen there. So we are wasting more money and power, man work also. So in that way we can make innovation through AI, and we will predict and we will make things very happening. Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
guys, if you have not subscribed till now, so kindly subscribe, and also write in the comment sections what have you learned till now, and it will give us motivation to drive 10x more learnings and more research and get new ideas for you so that you can understand things properly. So, Noble Transformation Hub has a sub headline which is called Applying Value Innovation. So, when you do this kind of things, so not only innovation, you do value innovation, which is going to be a sustainable innovation, which is going to be relevant for some time, and also continuously doing innovative, driving innovative insights from the data, and you will be always relevant, whatever, whether you're doing job, you will always grow, or you have a business startup, so you will be always relevant in that particular field. Let's move to the other slide.
Next. Okay, sir. Yeah. So as we are mentioning, data science has a vast range of applications, right? So I think you guys can see the screen. Okay, so I have listed down some areas, like first is a fraud detection and risk detection, and then image and speech recognition, healthcare, and then augmented reality. Finally is airport route planning. This is not limited to that. As we are mentioning, every domain has the application for data science. You guys tell us which field doesn't have the data science.
Yes,
So I
this is
think
a
we can go one
question.
by one.
Right now, the question is which field doesn't have data science and cannot be applied data science? So, this is a question you have to answer in the comment section.
Yeah. So I think these are some common field where data science is very useful. Okay. So first is fraud and risk detection. So I have worked on a data set, so which is like a transaction data set. So whether the person is properly transaction their money, and we will be having different transactions. Based on that, we will predict whether the transaction is fraud or not. So like guys, uh, as we know, money is everything. When we are able to apply this data science to the field of money, like a fraud detection kind of thing, think about what this data science will bring. It brings value, and also it makes our life easier. So yes, sir,
Right.
over to you.
Yes. So it is going to help us in terms of uh, image speech recognition. You can see the examples of it, Siri, and different applications like we use voice recognition, image, we can go into deep learning, computer vision. A lot of things we can use in now self-driving cars are coming. Healthcare, you can go and understand the problems proactively of the patients. You can get that data, and then you need to apply the data science, and you will get insights and build solutions. Augmented reality, you can improve the learning experience of learning or entertainment or other experience. You can give live experience to data, and airline routes, like understanding the routes and different system. It was like it's been always, airlines are using AI from long time. You have autopilot, which like you would have known that autopilot is a program. It's a computer program which drives which drives that particular plane, and it guides for the uncertainties. A lot of automation is done in aeroplane, and there are n number of fields. You can write in the comment section that what are the other fields where data science can be applied.
Okay, I'm gonna make it some more interesting. Okay, guys, we are seeing different domains, right? I will just combine two domains. Let us see. Like a person is coming and he is having a respiratory problem. Okay, this is belong to healthcare field, right? So he is having a respiratory problem. Okay, now a client is coming and he is asking, we need a model which can help us to find a person has a respiratory problem or not. Okay, it is given to us. It is a field related to healthcare. So respiratory problem, we will. I have worked on this. Okay, a sample of POC I worked on this. So we will get the data like a sound data, like a audio data from the patients. Okay, the audio data from the patients whether they are normal, and audio data from the patient the abnormal. So we are having normal and abnormal. This is related to healthcare. Now, now comes the different field, speech recognition, where we will convert the audio in the form that an AI model can understand. It is called as MFCC and guys, don't worry about this kind of technical terms. Okay, we gonna convert this audio into some form that our model can understand. Okay, so whenever we have an audio which is related to the respiratory problem, our model gonna give is the person is having respiratory problem, otherwise not. So see here we are just combining two different fields. It like this. So I'm saying like, so we are having n number of field, n number of applications, and I bet you, so if possible you guys can comment, is there any field that doesn't have the application of data science, a
Absolutely.
ml or
That is
yeah.
a great analogy and the examples given by Raj. So that's very very beautiful. So guys, write in the comment section. Yeah, let's go to the other slide.
Yeah.
So now these
So
are
next
the
is
data
data
science
collection.
workflows. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, guys, anything that you do, this is gonna be the baseline. Once you guys are well versed and know knowledge of everything, everything is gonna be simple. In the data science field, these are the 6 steps that you guys need to have. First is data collection. I will say, without data, there are gonna be nothing. That's the first thing you need to have.
Data is
Data is
new
the
oil.
major
Data is
thing.
new
Yeah,
oil.
yeah, that's the thing. So as Sir is mentioning greatly, it's a new oil. Like, okay, I'm just speaking. No, so when we are having respiratory problem and I'm just creating a model, consider if I don't have the data, what gonna be happen? My
Right.
model is not gonna be doing anything, right?
Right.
So we need to have a data, and Sir is mentioning in the middle slides, and from a proper source, from a legitimate source, from a source which everyone believes, and it is also should be realistic. So I, sir, or everyone can create data, they can manipulate data, but the data should be in it, it should be from a trustworthy place. Then only we can create a
Right
model
source.
that
Right.
capture everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, right
that is the
source. That's the
fundamental thing. So whenever we are collecting data, it should be from the different sources, but then it should be from the right source with quality and integrity. So it should not be biased and underfit or overfit. So it should not have biasness. There's a lot of data, a lot of research done in the market. If you see on Google everywhere, so there is somebody sponsoring that data. So if it is sponsored, that means that there is self-interest. So you have to be very critical when you're getting data, collecting data.
Yeah, on top of it, guys, like, data is very sensitive. So I'm speaking no about the respiratory data. It is a medical data. So it is given to me by some kind of contract, right? We should not expose the data because data has a sensitive information. Whenever you train the model, if it has a sensitive information, you should not publish it without the approval from the client
Consent
where you are getting the data.
from the source.
Yeah, so that, like, it is a major thing because as it is a new fuel, we should be very very like, we should be very very mindful, and we should be responsible whenever we have a data. As we are data science, we are learning data science, and we are data scientists, we should have a proper responsibility on data. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a major thing.
Yeah, then we have data processing. We have to clean it, transform it, structure it, data to prepare for the analysis. Then we have to do exploratory analysis. We have different techniques to do that, analyzing the data, uncover the patterns, trends, insights through visualization and statistical techniques, which we'll be learning in the future. Yeah.
And then we go for model building. Once everything is done, we go for model building. So it is like model building, like, it is very easy. Actually, we are speaking the base behind it is somewhat quite tricky. You guys need to have a mathematical understanding and statistical understanding, but believe in, guys, like, once we end up everything, you guys gonna have a clear understanding of what is model, how we can build it in a simple manner, how it is applied, like those things. And
So
then we
I'll
go
give
for
an
evaluation.
example of a model, simple example.
Yeah,
So model
yeah,
is,
great.
suppose you want to build a house. So if you
Okay.
see anywhere, you go any big architect, any building, any mall or any, you will see they have a small model created first. They first create the model of that big structure. So that is what is the model. So you see, you based on the data, when you collect data, you process data, you do exploratory analysis, you uh, then you develop, build a model for that specific problem you are going to solve. And each problem will have a different model because you will get different data, and you have an objective function, specific problem solving. Ultimately, why we require the data? We require that data to solve a specific problem. So we have to develop that model based on data, whatever data we got, and then we need to build the model.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So like once we build the model, we can evaluate it, and once everything is done, we need to deploy it so that only the user can able to get what we have done, right? So that's a major thing. Okay, so yeah, so evaluation is one of the thing, but in order to expose us to the huge audience, we need to deploy it somehow. Okay, okay. So I think
We
this
have
is
to
what.
develop that, deploy that model. So we'll connect you in next session, guys. Stay connected, and we'll continue this
So
particular.
yeah, actually we have till now we have concluded what is introduction about like data science, what is data science, and then we have seen about workflow. Yeah, so we will connect in the next session. Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much.
thank you everyone. Thank you so much.